Hey everyone, so this is my first Mommy Monday in quite a while and I hope to get back in the routine of making them. This week will be the second trimester. This video is probably going to be really short and really boring because there wasn't a whole lot going on in the second trimester. I had morning sickness for a lot of the second trimester, and usually, you have it in your first trimester, and a lot of women say that when they get to their second trimester, they feel a lot better. And the second trimester also is kind of known for having a lot of energy, because usually the first trimester you feel really tired, really drained. If you have morning sickness, this is usually when you have it. And then the second trimester you get like a burst of energy and things are feeling good, and you're not so big that you're that uncomfortable, where when you get into the third trimester you're more like, get this baby out of me. So the big things for the second trimester for me was having the finally getting to see the ultrasounds and see how much she had grown. And I will put some clips of a couple ultrasound pictures in there. Here you can see her hands. Here you can see her profile, and the woman doing our ultrasound was really cute and put a little hi mom and dad bubble. And then at 18.5 weeks we had the anatomy scan, which is when we found out whether we were having a boy or a girl, and I was really counting down the days for that. And I know this is cliche, but when people would say what do you want? What do you hope you're having? And up until a few weeks before the anatomy scan, I just wanted a healthy baby, because, and I don't think that that's a bad cliche to have. Everyone should hope for that. But people would be like, well, what do you prefer, a boy or a girl? And I really didn't care, because I wasn't planning to be pregnant. I was really scared that something could be wrong. I was really a ball of nerves, and just really wanted to make sure that my baby was good and healthy. And then my due date was September 7th, and my grandpa's birthday was September 3rd, and he passed away a few months before we found out we were pregnant. So then a part of me was kind of hoping we'd have a boy, and how cool would it be to have them around the same birthday, or even a chance of having birth on his birthday and then being able to name him after my grandpa. But a few weeks before the due date, I was starting to kind of feel starting to prefer having a girl. Another reason why I had always why I kind of wanted a boy was I was born first, and then I had a younger brother, and I remember always wishing that I had an older brother. And so I kind of thought that. But then a few weeks before, I was like, well, I think maybe I want a girl. Maybe I'll be able to identify with her better, or be able to take care of her better, and ease into motherhood if it was a girl. But really, that was a few weeks before. My husband all along wanted a boy first, and he had no qualms even saying that. So when we had the ultrasound and she told us that we were having a girl, I instantly looked at him and was just like, are you disappointed? I was really scared that maybe he would be, but he was really happy. It took a few weeks, I think, to really convince me that he wasn't upset about it. I was really kind of nervous. Here she is sucking her thumb, and I remember being just in awe of this, that even being so teeny tiny, she was in there sucking her thumb. So we were really, really, really excited. A lot of my friends had girls, and it was fun. In the second trimester is when I felt her for the first time, and funnily enough, the first movement that I felt was her actually kicking my bladder. So I couldn't really feel her kicking me, but I'd feel this sharp jab to my bladder, and I'd be like, oh, and it felt so weird. It was the oddest feeling, and it was just, I didn't really like the way that felt. And I had an anterior placenta, which means that my placenta was where my belly is, versus being under or to the sides or whatever. So they said that it would probably take longer for me to feel her move than normal. So on Mother's Day, which was in May, so January, March, April, May. Oh gosh, I was quite a bit along, huh? Because that's 2 months, so 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I was quite further along when I first felt her move. Actually, Mother's Day is the first day my husband felt her move. So I felt her move a little bit before that, which is more just like kind of feeling her like turning on the inside, which is just such a cool experience. But on Mother's Day, like my husband had his arm on my belly and we were laying down and she kicked. And we felt that, and that was really awesome. But finally getting to feel her move around was in the second trimester. So those were some big milestones for us. And at 23 months is the age of viability, which is when they medically deem that the baby could survive if it were to be born at that point. They haven't developed enough to be able to survive on their own, so there would be medical interventions that would need to take place. But if for some reason there's an emergency or you went into labor really, really early, they would provide medical help to keep your baby alive. If they were born before that point, they would not step in to try and keep your baby alive, which is really sad. I didn't want to talk about that. But reaching that point, it's kind of like this sigh of relief that, you know, like you want to go full term. Absolutely, it's better for your baby. But if for some reason something happened, there would be help for you at that point. So reaching that point is another big milestone. Other than that, like I just kept reading like the same things. Obviously, like I was Googling all kinds of things, but I was reading the same books that I talked about in the last video. I would read like Baby Talk magazine and stuff like that. And you used to be able to get them for free at Babies R Us, but I think if you sign up online, you can get them for free too and just have them mailed to your house. I don't think you have to pay for anything. I'm pretty sure you don't have to pay for anything. So yeah, that was pretty much it for the second trimester. So not a whole lot going on, just you know, being pregnant. Oh, the other thing, body pillows for the body. That's when, you know, you finally have like a belly, or at least a lot of people finally have a belly. They have body pillows that you can buy at Babies R Us that are crazy expensive. And I just had a body pillow, so I would like wrap my arm around it this way and lay my head on it. And then the middle of the pillow, I put like under my belly, so that way when I was like laying on my side, I could, you know, it wouldn't, my belly kind of wouldn't be pulling and tugging at my skin. So I would just, because you can kind of feel the heaviness when you lay down, you know. So that's where I would rest, you know, my belly on the pillow, and then the bottom of the pillow would be between my legs, which really helped because I was already experiencing back pain. And that's pretty normal. Like with your baby growing and everything else kind of being pushed up, you start to feel some aches and pains. And for me personally, I started having some bad like sciatic pain around that time. So body pillows are totally worth it. I see them at Target all the time for $10, and $10 is like super cheap. All right, that's it. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.